friends, in the words of St. Paul, this message of salvation is meant for you. You were meant to hear today's message of the proclamation of Jesus being the fulfillment of God's promises to our ancestors. As St. Paul says towards the end of that first reading, this message, this promise of salvation was made to our ancestors, but it is to us, their children, that these have been fulfilled. You and I, in a way, no longer have to wait, because we are already living in this time where Christ has come, where He has already been sacrificed for our sake, where He has already risen from the dead, hence the whole season of Easter, and where He has risen up to glory, and therefore shares with us, the children of God, of His Father, this wonderful new life that God has been promising through the ages. It is consoling, I hope, for you and for me, today's Gospel. This Gospel usually features during funeral masses. It's pretty popular because these are quite consoling words of the Lord. You know, the Lord presents Himself as a hospitable Lord to us. He goes up to the Father's house, and what does He do there? He prepares a place for us and assures us that there are many rooms in His Father's house. And so there is an assurance for you and I, and for those who grieve and mourn, that in that eternity where the Lord waits for us, there is going to be enough space for you and I. We will not be homeless there. The Lord will make sure that we have a home with Him. And that's why, of course, He continues this invitation to us to remain in His love, to remain in Him as He remains in us. So that, this life could really be a rehearsal for that eternal living with the Lord. And we do so through prayer, through getting to know Him in sacred scripture, through enjoying what He sets before us in the sacraments. These are all foretastes, of course, of what the Lord has for us in His Father's kingdom. You and I, dear friends, today as we go through the different business of every day, let us continue to entrust ourselves to the Lord, who is our way, our truth, and our life. Let us continue to reflect on the fact that without Him, there is no going, without Him, there is no knowing, and without Him, there is no living. Christ is everything for us, and so we should be consoled that He gives Himself to us, His entire self, without holding Himself back. Now you and I, especially in this sacrifice, let's make a return for that love, because love is repaid, my friends, by love alone.